शन्नो मित्रशं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमां शं न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Good morning. Shubhodaya, one and all. So, welcome to the third session, the health awareness of this year, this batch. In last couple of classes, we discussed about some concepts and about WTT and about Master EK life history, in how the WTT and the homeopathy or the health awareness linked. Then we also discussed about a little bit about the Master's life history. So, today's class, the main, we're now started getting into the main topics, which are the fundamentals for the class of the health awareness. Without understanding these fundamentals, it's difficult to understand the further, like the homeo drugs and all. So, all these two classes, we just briefed about the things, but now a kind of, I can say, the topics are little serious, but at the same time applicable to our lifestyle. It is not like just listen and make a notes and leave it. It's applicable to us. So, as we start implementing wherever it is possible, whatever it is possible, at least few things, without the medication, our health will improve. That is the main. The how much we learn and use it for others is secondary, but how much we learn for ourselves is important. So, this today's topic is health and disease. Class, I will just introduce and then I will give it to the Dr. Priyanka. There is a story I am trying to recollect and narrate, which happened in one of the village in India long ago. There is a temple. Normally, when you go to any village or any town, there will be a temple, correct? So, there is a village and there is a Shiva temple, okay, Shivan Devasthana, and the Purohit, then some servant made all those things, a small setup. There one person, his name also is Shiva. Okay. So, his name is also Shiva. Okay. So, the story starts, there is a village, in village a temple was there. In temple, normally Purohit, some helps, people to help and all those things. But there is one more person, and if you see the good olden temples, you can see normally for drum beating some people, during the Mangalarti and all, some Shankanada, some people. Like that, there is a one person, his name is Shiva. He was there, he was only work used to just Gantevade Kelsa, just ring the bell when there is a Mangalarti was going on. That's the only job he used to do. And morning and evening, when there is a Mahamangalarti, during 2 times, he used to do it. And whenever the devotees come, when Mangalarti happen, he used to do it. That was his job. So he was doing it so sincerely, without anything, without thinking about it. What are the small income sums, he used to be happily living. Then what happened? As a small boy, he joined the temple, little grown up, became young, then they got married. In the meanwhile, how his life got changed, accordingly there are started changes coming in the temple. What changes? The temple started becoming little famous. Then the surroundings, villages started people coming. Then it becomes so famous, even international visitors started coming to the temple. Then now what happened? Automatically when the lot of activities happens, there used to be management. The management committee came. Then they thought we have to make some changes. So they made some changes in the temple. Then they thought of making changes for the staff. What thought? In the temple, apart from Purohit, 4 is there, they should have kind of multitasking activities. Otherwise, what to do? They are useless. So they thought, okay, this person can do these jobs, one person can take care of the overall temple and also become manager like that. Then finally, the thought came about this person, like kind of a corporate culture implemented. Somebody came. This guy is only doing ringing the bell during Mangalarati. No use. He has to do some multitasking jobs. So we'll do one thing. He'll kind of like a public relation officer for the temple. He has to communicate about the facilities and all. Then I said, I don't know anything about, because I not studied anything, no education for me, except my local language, I can't speak anything. What I should do? Then we'll give 1 week's time or 1 month time. See if you can do something other than the ringing bell, any extra work. Otherwise, we'll recruit somebody, because temple has grown up and they are ready to pay the salaries to these people, others. So he thought, nothing happened. Finally said, put a big namaskar to Lord Shiva, because he has done the duty what has been given by the god or the committee, and he was doing all these days sincerely. So the day came, he left the temple by saying, Lord Shiva, you have to take care of me, because his only the belief and faith is in God, nothing else. So he walks out of the temple. So they recruit, and they recruit somebody who can do multitasking job, all those things. Then the replacement came, then musical systems came, automatic, all those things happened. But other way, this guy started searching for the job. What to do? He don't know anything. He don't know any other work than ringing the bell for the temple. So he started walking. Then he went to the lot of industries. He said, no work. Then somebody said, no, you have to go to that industrial area. There will be a lot of some work they will give. So you keep on walking. Want to drink water, nothing is there. Pure industrial area, nothing is there. Then he walks further, he finds some industry. He said, no job. Then again, there must one more industry somewhere. Nothing is available there, neither for drinking water nor some coffee, nothing. Suddenly he gets an idea. Why can't I start small one tea shop? So he starts small drinking water facility and tea stall. So then people anyway, neighboring people, industry, they said, no, some tea stall has come, it's good. So it will have small income starts for him. He runs a family. Then with that he is comfortable. But he never thought that whether this much income is fine, able to lead a life, nothing. He just keeps on going because he has faith on his Lord Shiva. That's all. He has made me to be on this life and in this earth, so he will take care of me. That's all his only belief. And I did a seva for this temple for so many days, Shiva, so he will take care of me. That's all. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾದೆ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಹುಟ್ಟಿಸಿದ ಅಥವಾ ಹುಲ್ಲು ಮೇಯಿಸುವನೆ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದರೆ God has bought on this earth to me. He will make me to eat a grass. Definitely he will give some food. That was his faith. So it goes on. Then the idea came. Somebody comes. Then said, any tiffin is there? No, sir. Only tea and coffee. I am selling it. And suddenly, what is this? Anyway, through somebody the message came to me. Let me start some tiffin section. Morning and evening, some small setup he starts. Because interested, not even evening. Morning till evening. That's all. Morning and afternoon. So that's how the things grows. Then his family also grows. The children start coming, help. It so happened that he has to expand his business setup. Finally, one unit is not enough. Like other the franchise they do, no? So like that he expands his business. then automatically when income increases, automatically people say, now income tax rules are very strict, so you have to follow income tax rules. So he say, okay, fine, consult somebody. Say, no, you have to consult some chartered accountant. Chartered accountant comes, everything is, okay, sir, you have to start doing the analysis, but you have to give me the form and all. You have to, because during that time, no online business, income tax, you have to put a sign. I said, I don't know anything. I don't know how to even, I have only thumb impression. He shocks. Income tax officer shocks. What is this, sir? I mean, the chartered accountant shocks. Without knowing ABCD, how you would be able to do it? They said, just Shiva has given me all these ideas, I started doing it. So, and finally his expansion, everything happens, he leads a happy life. What is that story linked to our health or disease? Anything? What is that Shiva's story who used to ring a bell in the temple? How this is? The thing is, when he joined as a boy to ring a bell at the temple, Gante Vadiya Kelsa avaniಗೆ, he never thought of how my life will be in future. When he is grown up, he never thought of how my life will be. When they removed the job from his temple, then also he never thought of or worried about how the life. Maybe he is thinking little bit, but not worried, only taking that, yo hengagobidutte life, henge jeevana. He never thought of it. He just led the life, whatever it comes to him, whatever is income, he just, the day one how he was when they used to give some small rupees in the temple, he was like that only when he used to get a big income. So what is that? Is when you are, whatever is available, ಹಾಸಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಷ್ಟು ಕಾಲು ಚಾಚು, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Whatever the bed you have, so much only you have to stretch your leg. Don't try to make a big, because I don't have money to expand the bed. Means when you start living whatever the comfort is given to us, not worrying much about the what is not available. That's why there is haves and have-nots. What is haves and have-nots? ನಮಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, what is there, what is not there. When you start making list of haves, it will be more, it's a big list. When you make a list of have-nots, catching point? When you make a list of haves, the list is always big. Please, when you make a list of the haves, please come, sir. When you make a list, the haves, and when you make a list of have-nots, we always worried about this list. There is a quote, I will talk more about it. There is a quote, I used to go to the Banashankari BDA complex. How many of you seen Banashankari BDA complex? BDA complex, there is a BDA complex. You go to first floor, there is a railway counter, ticket counter. We used to go and get the group tickets done earlier. We used to go manually, fill the form, stand in a queue. There is a quote. You have seen that quote always. I was complaining about not having shoes, but I stopped it when I saw a person who didn't have the legs. I was complaining always about I don't have a shoes, but I stopped it when I seen person who didn't have the legs. What it means? He was talking about, he was worrying about this have-nots. I don't have the shoe, I don't have a good slipper, I don't have a good Skechers shoe, I don't have a Bata shoe, I don't have a shoe, puppy shoe, hush puppies, all those things. He was always worrying, but person stopped it when he saw somebody didn't have the where to shoe, the legs are not there. The same way, if you see always how much we have, whatever may be, how much you have, think about list, write down that list, make a list what you have and compare what you don't have. obviously you will be in a happy mood. That will always take care of your health. Today's topic is health and disease. Okay, narrated a story. You can listen online before you came. Okay. How the story linked also explained. As long as you are complaining about have-nots, I don't have a good college bag, my father didn't get me good laptop, my father didn't need the good mobile. You saw yesterday some news in Maharashtra it happened. A 18 years old boy was keep on asking the parents for the mobile. They didn't get him because they know how they will use it. They were worrying about he will lose interest in studies. But what happened? That guy went to the hilltop in that town and wanted to suicide. But police came, everybody came. Nothing happened. He is about to jump to save him, his father went off. He also fell. Finally looking at this, your mother also got suicide. Actual incident happened. Yesterday, just yesterday, day fresh. Why? He was always worried about the have-nots. Trend. My friends bring an iPhone, my friend brings that phone. So automatically, what happened? The disease, he was healthy, but looking at his friends, he was worried about the have-nots. Then what happened? A disease started in the mind. It's grown up so much that maybe some homeopath would have been there. They would have given the Ara Metalmica Manyam, at least he would have stopped his thought of suiciding. ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲೇ ಗೋಳಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಊಟ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ತಿಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ತಿಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಎಕ್ಕಡ ಪೋలేదు, ಇಕ್ಕಡ ತಿನ್ನలేదు. ಕೀಪ್ ಆನ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್. But have you thought any day how much we got in this, in this life? God has given so much to us. Almighty has given so much. Parents have given so much to us. Neighbors have given so much to us. Society has given to so much. But we never thought of all these things. We always worried about what is not there with me. That is why they say, for the good things always look at this, what you have and be happy. For other things like where you want to achieve something, look at the people who are top and see and achieve that. Somebody is taking 94%, you are at 80%. Think about them. But 94% fellow bringing mobile, good mobile. You are worrying about he is bringing mobile, good mobile, I am not bringing good mobile. But you never thought of you are only at 80%. You are also having capability, capacity, but you are not doing it. Because you are focused only on the good mobile. You are not about the studies. It is applicable to everybody. Somebody got good promotion at office, but we are worried about his promotion. We are not worried about why you didn't get it. Do that sadhana, do that whatever is needed. Same in the business. Somebody is earning good profit. How they are earning? What tactics they are using? How they are marketing their products? Somebody is having a good health, but you are worrying about their good health and you are spoiling your good health. You think of what is good health, what the effort they are putting. Every time, haves and have-nots always compare the list. Same time, try to help the people who don't have this. Next level. There is a quote in occult meditation: bliss is in giving, not receiving. Bliss is in giving, not receiving. Son gives, he is man. So they say, when you start giving for others, apart from what you have, for you are taking care of your life, extra, something, little bit, when you do start doing charity for others, then there is a progress. There is a progress in your life. Nature gives because you start giving for others, you start doing charity for others. When you hold everything, it will be with you and there will be a kind of slowly, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, doing good work, we stopped it. So the balance whatever is there, it will take care of after that. So that is why all these things is, when you start working for others, start doing for others, the heart, physical, not physical heart, the heart chakra, love for others expands, automatically it will also take care of your health. When you start only worrying others, automatically the energy level comes down. Because of that, many other thoughts, because of that your health issues comes. Anyway we thought, okay, try to help others, try to do something neighbors. I told no last week, you are going somewhere, somebody falls, you are not in a situation to help them, just say Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. God, please take care of him, or somebody take care of him. That prayer is enough. It will take care of him and also for you, because you did prayer for others. So in Sanatana Dharma, if you see all that our scriptures, everything, it talks about how to live for others, not only just for living for yourself. You go to any Puranas, any Dhrotas, all those things, finally they say. Okay? So that is the little bit topic. Okay? So remember this, haves and have not list. Make a list what you have. Make a list what you don't have. Obviously, this list is always big. This list is always big. Okay. Yeah. We will continue the topic. I was saying before this, you people came. Now onwards, the topics are very much important. You will keep narrating stories related to those, but topics are very much important, and these are kind of our basics. Next 2 months, at least 2 or 3 months, the very basics and very strong foundation is required, so that you can understand further the classes, homeo drugs and all. Okay. Thank you.
Good morning, one and all. So, after a brief introduction of what health awareness is, what we are going to do in this classes, and then also getting a introduction about the masters and the organization because of whom we are conducting these classes, we will start from today the actual topics of health awareness classes. So, we call this health awareness class. So, we need to understand the term health. So, we all know from our textbooks, from net, from different sources about what health is. Any guesses on what health can be according to you? Anything? Any points? Next slide. So, first what we will do is, we will get into the different definitions given about health, by WHO. We all know that it is called World Health Organization. Then we will understand the definition of health according to the system of Ayurveda. Then we will understand the definition with respect to naturopathy. Then we also understand the definition of health according to the system of homeopathy. Now, why I want to give you, different definitions is, end of the day it all says the same. It should not look like, by getting into philosophy or by getting into moral values, we are deviating from the modern science. It is not so. See, what the modern science is talking and what we are talking are the same, but the ways we are taking are different. So, you all know that according to WHO, the health is defined as a state of complete physical, mental, social well-being and not merely the absence of disease. So, just because someone does not have diabetes, someone does not have hypertension, someone does not have thyroid issues, can you call yourself healthy? Why? You don't have any disease, no? That means to say you should be healthy. Now, why are we not healthy? Okay, our negative thoughts, mental health, what else? Simple, as simple as possible. When do you remember your body part? Are you able to recall any of your body part when you are sitting now? Unless until it is paining, none of us remember where our stomach is, where our leg is, where our head is. See, it is taken for granted, no? Only when it starts paining, that day you know, okay, my stomach is here, my head is here, my legs are there. Here the definition says that physical. What is physical? We have a human body. So, this human body is comprised of so many different systems, right. To get this frame, we have a musculoskeletal system. So, we have a framework of a bones, then it is given support with muscles, ligaments, tendons and all that. That is a musculoskeletal system. Then we are breathing, which is very important. That is the respiratory system. Then whatever we eat, it is getting digested somewhere. It is the digestive system. Then we are able to see, talk, listen, smell. We have our sense organs which are helping us in knowing the smell or whatever the sensory works that we have to do. Then we are able to think, remember, laugh when it is appropriate, cry when it is appropriate. We are afraid at times. We are tensed when the boss calls. All this where it is happening, we have something called a very complex system called central nervous system, right. Then we have something called as reproductive system. Then we have the liver, the pancreas and the circulatory system, which is very important, consisting of heart and all the circulatory organs. So, when we talk about physical, it means to say that first thing you are born appropriate. We see many people who are born without a leg, without a hand, sometimes without just one finger, or something is twisted, or after you are born because you miss a polio vaccination or something else happen, there is a deformation in your physical body. So, you are born with a deformation also, you are not healthy. After you are born, something happens to your physical body also, you are not healthy. And when you are not given a right framework, for example, someone has an electric shock, and after an electric shock, one side of their body gets paralyzed. Now, what happens? That side, the opposite side of the brain does not function. Again, we cannot call them healthy. This is all pertaining to the physical body. Now, coming to the mental, we have a perfect health. My BP is normal, my sugar levels are normal, my thyroid is normal. Whenever you go for a complete blood checkup, everything is normal, but still you are not happy. What does that say? But why is that happening? See, that is the most important point, which when it gets disturbed, everything around it gets disturbed. The mind gets disturbed, the physical body is disturbed. The physical body is disturbed, your social wellness is disturbed. One day you are having vomiting and loose motion, let's say, not a very big disease, just an indigestion, and you are having vomiting and loose motion. Will you go to office? Will you talk with the same patients with your kids? Will you be able to manage your work for that particular day? No, no. So, any of the factor in the definition of health, physical, mental, your social. Now, what is that social well-being means? What is social? Now, we are all very safe because we are situated here. Now, think about those people who are living in the borders, who are living in the extreme climatic conditions, people who are prone to natural disasters. Now, you see many videos of Japan and other countries. I saw a video of, the surgeon was conducting a surgery and suddenly they have an earthquake, and he has a, obligation of protecting that patient also and protecting himself also. See, the social and the environmental makes sense. You are put in a family where the father is very aggressive, or you are put in a family where the husband is very impulsive, Now what happens? Are you happy? Are you peaceful at that point in time? No. If you are put in a society where you have no job, every day you will have to worry about your finances, your well-being, then your to get provisions you have to think. All that will come into social well-being. So the health can be disturbed even without any disease. See, if a man is not able to earn, now what happens? First his sleep gets disturbed. Once the sleep gets disturbed, its natural structure of the body starts changing. Either they start becoming lean or they start becoming obese, and then there is no proper structure. So that social well-being is also very important. So what is it? It is a state of complete physical, mental, social well-being, and not merely absence of disease. If you would have time and you would go and visit an orphanage or an old age home, not many people will be having lot of diseases, but there their mental well-being and social well-being will be affected, because of which the physical health get disturbed. See, during this classes of health awareness, the most priority gets into understanding that nothing changes in the physical unless until your mind changes. See, other than we falling from a vehicle, skidding somewhere, breaking a bone, or getting injured with some glass pieces or something else, if someone has to get thyroid, if someone has to get sugar, if someone has to get BP, we will have to think what has happened with this particular person at that point of time, that the physical changes have come down. You ask anyone, when after you complete this, when you talk to people about their disease, you can question them. Okay, for example, in 2015 someone has got diabetes. You have to ask them, in 2015 what has happened to you in your life? Definitely there will be something that would have given rise to diabetes. See, otherwise it will not come. Why will it come? See, we are a population of so many lakhs. Then why only few people are getting BP, few people are getting sugar, few people only are getting thyroid? Why not the entire population is getting it? Even in your house, one person's stomach will be weak, one person will always get headache, one person will always get leg pain. But you all belong to same family. Why does it change? Have you ever thought about it? You all would have gone out for chats, but only one person will become sick. Others will not become sick. Why? Immunity, then habits, then what else? I always give this very simple example. We have this Golgappa stalls. Yeah, usually it is the women who likes it a lot, and men always have a controversy that he is putting his hand into it. It is not hygienic. It is at the roadside. So much of pollution and all that. Now, for example, the lady forces the man, and he takes her to eat Golgappa. Lady will eat 2 plates, and man will eat only 1 puri, that too because of force. Who will get sick after going home? Man will get sick. You know why? When you are eating something, the thought which goes into your head is what makes you sick or healthy. The lady is eating with liking. See, it might be dirty, I agree. I am not saying, okay, it is the most hygienic food to eat. It is not that. But the attitude with what you eat, that is what will manifest in your body. For example, they give prasada, how do we take? Whatever be the item, how do we take? Oh, Dev do, I should take it with devotion. Nothing will happen to you, But when a food comes to you in front of your plate, we always have a liking. Oh, this, oh, that. Then what happens? We eat with a disliking, and that is what causes the effect on the physical body and effect on the mental body. Usually we kids do not like upma. Anyone who gives us uppit or upma, we have that. Today we have to eat this. That is enough to make you mentally low for that particular day. Then you see your favorite food on the plate. What happens? You have a smile, you have happiness. So nothing happens to your body. So, what we have to understand is the thoughts, how we think can cause problem, how we act, meaning what are our actions. Let's again take an example of food. Someone likes mirchi bhaji. Okay, your friend has called you home, he is serving you mirchi bhaji. The right act is to eat 2 bhajis and leave it there. Now, our tongue will be telling us, no, it is very tasty, we might not get it, let us eat one more mirchi bhaji. Now, what we eat 3, then we eat 4. Now, we have done a wrong action because of overeating. After you come back home, what happens? Keep going to toilet room. So, there our action is wrong. Now, right speech, how we talk matters. No? For example, your employee comes late on that particular day and he has not informed you about coming late. How all can you react for that situation? How all can you react for that situation? What would you tell to employee as soon as he comes inside? Why are you late? What would you say? That's all. No anger, no irritation. Now, who is disturbed in that situation? Okay, your employee is late, he has come late. Now, you have got irritated. And as soon as you see that concern that why he is late is not there, because we are already in a abnormal state of mind. He might have met with an accident. Someone might be sick in the house. See, it is his duty, he should have informed you, calling and saying, I have an emergency, I will come late. That is his duty. But what is your position? He came late and immediately what we will do? We will, with a very blunt tongue say, don't you have sense to inform me and come on the right time? What are all the different kinds of reaction we could give? Why, what happened that you are late today? One thing, not talk anything at all, just be silent or just yell at him. All possible reactions are there for the same stimulus, right? So, when we go on doing this, for example, let's take example of couples. Usually what you see, one is very fast, the other is very slow. We see this, no? One person, if he has to get ready at 8:30, the person is ready at 8:15 and the lady who is supposed to be ready at 8:30 is ready at 8:45. Now, what happens? Husband fastness puts pressure on wife's slowness. Wife's slowness puts pressure on the husband's fast mind. On daily basis, are we not getting disturbed? Or you are very, very neat. You have a daughter who is very, very messy. Morning she will wake up, she will keep the blanket like that. The pillow will be dancing on the bed. Now, what happens as a mother? Every day you will try to correct the daughter. It is not like this, it is like that, it is not. Is it not also a stimulus? We need to understand with the definition of health, how we lose health on daily basis. Then you go to your office. You have one super subordinate in the office who never does what you say. Who never does. Now again what happens? We get disturbed. Now all these are not covered in that, is it? It is there. If your office boss is very toxic, what will happen? You will not feel like going to office. You will not feel like, doing work in the office. Very recently I had a teacher who is feeling like a student and who does not want to go to school the next day. She herself is saying that, like a small kid who does not want to go to school next day, I am making reasons for myself not to go to school because of the toxic environment that is present in our school. Then the social well-being is lost. Now what happens if that continues? Either she will come down with period irregularities, weight gain problem, thyroid dysfunction. This is how all this related. So before we get into what we should do when we are diseased, we have to understand what is a state of health. So, the first definition given by WHO is health is a state, there is a small mistake. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Infirmity is a state of disorder. Now, if someone has a cyst in the ovary, someone has a stone in the kidneys, someone has stone in the gallbladder, all this is a formations that happens. Someone has tonsillitis which are inflamed, then you have some extra growth in your foot, we call it as calcareous spur. So, that is called infirmities. There is a something extra that is formed in your body. Many people will have this fat collections, no? It is called lipoma. They will have this huge. So, they are all the physical deformations that happens in the body. Now, next we will come to the definition of health according to Ayurveda. So, this is a shloka, it is given by the book called Sushruta Samhita in Ayurveda. So, the shloka goes like this: Samadosha, Samagnischa, Samadhatu Malakriyaha, Prasanna Atmendriya, Manaha Swasta, Itya Abhiyate. Now, what is Sama? Sama is equal, balanced. So, these two hands, if it has to be Sama, it should be equal in all dimensions. I mean, quality, quantity, proportions, everything, it should be equal. So, Sama dosha. So, in the further classes, you will understand this in more detail. I will just give you a brief introduction. So, this entire body, according to Ayurveda, is made up of 3 doshas: Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So, this you will learn more by an Ayurvedic doctor itself. So, today we understand that there is an equilibrium of all these things which is defined as health. Then Samagni. See, there are a lot of fires inside the body. We have digestive fire. There are so many Agnis. There are Treta Agnis, 3 kind of Agnis. So, all those Agnis have to be at balance. Now, when you take yourself, you observe that one person has a very oily skin, correct, no? One person has a very dry skin, they will have to keep on applying moisturizer, or someone touches, then there is a white line that comes, so much of dryness in them. Someone has a very good appetite, they can eat like 4 chapatis, 5 chapatis. Someone is able to eat only 1 chapati. Have you thought why it is happening like that? Someone grows very fast, very tall, nice. Someone's growth is very retarded. We all in a general term call this as metabolism. We say, that person's metabolism is so high, that's why he keeps eating. Now, all that is taken care by these Agnis. If the Agni is too much, what happens? Everything gets burned out. The person will start feeling very tired, the person will start feeling hungry again and again. So, these Agnis are also to be at the balance. Then Samadhatu. What are these dhatus? They are the elements. So, when a person dies, the person is put back into the mud or put back into the fire. Now, have you thought why? If you have observed the series of things that people do when a person dies, as rituals or as a custom or the procedure of that, you see that everything that is given to us go back to the same things. So, we have elements. There are 5 elements in our body. See, do we have water in our body? Yes, no? So, the water is one of the element. Then how our bones are made so strong? Calcium. From where does that come? There is an earth element. The calcium comes from earth. There is water, there is earth. Then we are breathing, no? What kind of energy is that breathing? Is it air? Air is there in the nature as one of the element. So, we also have that air concept. Then we read about Agni. So, fire is also there. So, what all happened? Air, earth, fire, water. The last one is sky or the ether. There is ether in our body. That you will all understand as the further classes goes. Malakriya. What is Malakriya? Is excretion. For example, someone is not able to pass stools for 3 days. You tell me what is their state? Either they are very irritated at the mental level, or they keep going to the washroom, simply they keep trying, all tired, they come back. Even it doesn't make you feel comfortable. If you don't pass your motion for that particular day, either you will not be able to eat or you will not be able to be at ease. So, that Malakriya should also be very regular and regulated. Prasanna Atma. So, the first class when we started the health awareness class, there were 3 things that were told. Now, what is this body made up of? When a baby is born, baby has a body. Baby has to cry. Now, what is that inside the baby that makes it cry? And why am I talking, moving my hands, legs and all that? How am I able to do that? Prana Shakti. So, when a person is dead, we all say, or Atmak Shanti Sigli. What is this Atma? We call it soul in English. From where is it coming? Where is it going? What is it doing? So, our focus is generally on this physical body, correct? But this physical body does not have a soul, but a soul gets a body. We have to reverse our understanding of this. So, if for example, if you have read about, how a lady conceives and there is a small embryo that is, put into the stomach, whether the body comes first or the soul comes first. The body will come only completely after the 7th month of pregnancy, no? So, what is happening in the first month of pregnancy? You all know that when you go to a doctor, he tries to check for heartbeat of the fetus, correct, no? Then whether this big body is getting into that stomach and then the soul is coming, or whether the soul is coming and then the body is unfolding on it. It is the soul that comes first and then all the body parts are formed. But once we come out, no, we forget this concept. So, we believe that this big human body has a soul. No, that Atma, whatever is coming, no, according to Ayurveda, only if it is happy, you are healthy. Otherwise, you are not healthy. Many old people, when they talk, you should observe very carefully. ಏನಪ್ಪ ನನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಶಾಂತಿನೇ ಇಲ್ದಿರಂಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. They tell it, no? They are not happy, they are not satisfied, they are not peaceful. You are addressing to your soul. So, when you say, what is your name? What do you say? When you say you are hungry, how do you say? Why? Why? Your name is given. That is why it is mine. Your body is given. That is why it is mine. When you say I, you represent your soul. Everyone has a quality. She will have a quality, she will have a quality, you also will have a quality. You know, if this situation is like this is how you react, you very well know from where that qualities are coming. We will have brothers and sisters, no, at home. Though we are from the same parents, it's so different. Why? You say, I am very angry, I am very hungry. You won't say, no, my stomach is feeling hungry, do we say? We don't. So, what are you representing by I is that Atma. I am very sad today. You don't say, my heart is feeling very sad. These words are very simple, but we always miss it out while understanding. When kids are about 2 years or 3 years and then they start talking, there was a small girl here. She used to say, Mrudulange ashwa agta ide uta kodi. She would address it as, Mrudula is feeling hungry, give food to Mrudula. She would not say, I am hungry. So, see, the words that we use has a lot of meaning. Then this is Atma, Prasanna Atma. So, this particular soul should be happy. and I will tell you how frequently it gets into unhappiness. You have called your friend, you have told at 4 o'clock you come to forum near Conan Contact Cross. 4 o'clock over, 4:15 over, 4:30 over. Now what happens? Your Atma is already disturbed because first thing it is late, second thing that person did not make it, and third thing is not even taking the calls and telling that he is not going to turn up. Are we not disturbed? When we stand in the signal, 2 signals over, 3 signals over, still our turn has not come. Are we not disturbed? No, all these days people put in shares. Every day you get that news, what has fallen, what has gone up. Are we not disturbed? So the story that was narrated by Nataraj Anna, no, for today's topic, it is very, very relevant. So the story was like, it is about a person who had total belief in the God and just went with the flow of his life, because you both were not there. I am just giving an introduction. Now today, once we come to the next definitions, the morning, the minute you wake up, we have plans. If it is a mother, she will be like, oh, it's already 6:30, I need to cook for my kids, put dabba, send them to school, get them ready. If it is a man, they will start with their office calls. I need to run to office, I need to commute so long, all this. Is anyone waking up in the morning just blank? After you wake up, are you able to sit for 5 minutes without thinking anything, without doing anything? No, gift of Bangalore. We cannot be like that. Next is Prasanna Atmendriya. There is Atma plus Indriya. What is Indriya? They are the sense organs. Whatever I told you, the touch, the smell, that is the nose, then the tongue, which can taste, our skin is for the touch, then the nose is for the smell. There are 5 senses and 5 sense organs. They also should be at poised state or the happy state. Prasanna is happiness. They also should be at a state of happiness. Now, how can you make it happy? You are going, there is a big dump of BBMP waste. What we will do? We will clench our faces, no? Somewhere some bad smell is coming. So, it has a discrimination between a good aroma and a bad aroma. But some flower is there and it is giving you a very nice smell. You enjoy it, it makes you feel happy about it. Then our hands, what do? We have a very bad habit of touching everything. You go to a mall, you have no plans of buying clothes, but still you will get into the shop. You will touch all possible fabrics like this and see, do we do it or we don't do it? We see a very cute baby in the metro. Will we be silent or will we go and do it like this? We do it. There is a very beautiful plant. Will we not go and touch that plant? If we are angry, we will go and pluck that leaves also unknowingly. We do it, no? We are talking to someone over phone and unknowingly we are plucking the leaves. If someone comes and plucks your hair, what you will feel? Just because it cannot talk, we have taken it for granted. Then we will have pets. If we are in all nice mood, we will pamper it very nicely. If we are in all irritated mood, go, don't come. There is a medicine called Medorinum in homeopathy. So that person is always very impatient. When he is walking, if the dog is sleeping in its path, the man has to walk this path, and if the dog is, he will just kick that dog and walk. That is a kind of attitude he carries. No, so this touch also, we use it where it is not required. I keep telling everyone consciously, those cheeks of the small babies are very sensitive, they are very fragile, and our nails carry the most possible dirt. So when we go and do it like this, no, it starts becoming red for the babies. But we won't think so much because it is beautiful. Okay, we need to touch it. Are this under our control? No. When we want to hit someone, this is again not in the control. Yes, no? Then How will happiness come when this is not in control? Similarly, our eyes will go where it is not supposed to go. I'll give you a small common example. You go to a restaurant. Immediately your eyes will go on all the table what they have ordered. Yes or no? Is it correct? I mean, someone is eating and you look at it, then you will decide, oh, most of the table is having this particular dish, I will also order. Then you see, many couples or, girl and boy roaming around. Will your eyes not go that side? Why should it go? See, this should be in our control, but we are being controlled by this. Another very simple example, mobile. Okay, you are busy with your work, you don't think about your mobile. The moment your work is done, mobile will be on the table, you will be tapping it to see if some notification has come. Notification wouldn't have come. It has become a habit because the eyes wants to be engaged. Games, that stupid Instagram reel, I don't know where there is an end for that reel. I don't use that app, so I don't know, but I see many people simply pushing the video or whatever that is like this. I keep asking my friends, is there no end to it? If you keep doing, will it keep coming? No, that's all. We are becoming a slave to many things because of our sensory satisfaction. Today we go out to eat. Are we eating for living or we are living to eat? Okay, you are hungry. Genuinely, all of us will be hungry when we go out. Should we really eat something with extra cheese? Should we really eat something with a lot of masala? Now, when I'll be driving my two-wheeler, no, all those street shops, they'll be making some masala. Even in the air, if it comes near my eyes will start watering. So, what amount of spices will be there in that? And after eating all of that, you want your digestive system to be clean. We are seeing what is not necessary. You see, once in a while, all of you sit and watch a movie, fine. Should we see a movie every day? No. The thing is, we need to become an examples by doing. We cannot become an example by saying. Tomorrow, you know what recently very weird conversation happened in front of me in the cabin. There was a daughter who is in first PUC and mother had come. Mother has a complaint that daughter does not spend time with me. Daughter has a complaint that mother has no time. Okay, when they spoke individually, that is what they told me. When they came together, I asked what is the problem. Mother is saying she uses screen time a lot, and the daughter bluntly says my mother is always on Instagram. Now, how do we set an example? If you want your daughter to keep the mobile aside, the first thing you should do is you have to keep it aside. See, kids are very intelligent, or whatever the Gen Zs that they are very, very intelligent. So, this is the sensory things that are making us slave. We play games, no? I don't know the names of games, PUBG, whatever it is. See, the kids get used to that. The ladies get used to YouTube blogs, Instagrams and other things. Like that, each of us, according to our personality, are getting used to something. We have to limit that. Then our tongue, the most dangerous, to talk and to eat. There are many, so it is usually a habit, no? You would have called someone and that someone wouldn't have taken the call. Now, the next time they take the call, what you will say? The first sentence will be, I called you, you did not take the phone. Don't they know that? They know it. Why to tell again? And our focus is such that we go somewhere, everything is very nice except one dish in that plate. Where is our focus on? When they call and ask, oh, how was the food yesterday? Ella chanagittu kane, idu vande. Why the focus is on one thing which is not nice and not on the 9 things that were very nice? Are we not, putting our kids also on the same track? So Anna told about the list of have and have nots. Unless until the parents show them the inclination about being content of what is already there. I am not saying people should live being ambitious, people should not work hard to gain more money. It is not that. But today we are making more money out of insecurity, out of greediness, out of wanting everything for just our kith and kins. You already have a site, you have a house, you have couple of sites. Then why again a site? You use that money to help someone which they don't have, no? So in have, it should be a tick already. So Master KPK in one of the lectures talks about watches. So these days, including me, people have craziness of collecting watches. So he asks one question: will different brands of watch show you different times? No. If you go back to our grandparents' time, they had one watch from the time they start working till they die. And then we used to take that watch and keep as their memory, because that was the only watch used by them and we would keep. Because we are becoming more splendorous, this list is growing for us. There is one lady who Joshi uncle was treating. She used to come for stomach pain. First time she came, uncle gave medicine, there was no relief. Second time she came, again uncle gave medicine, again no relief. We got a doubt. Then we called the husband and asked, why is she getting stomach pain? Our medicines are not giving relief. Then the husband said, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ sir, ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಯವರು ದೊಡ್ಡ TV ತಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. The neighboring house has got a big smart TV and they have a small TV in their house. From the time the neighbor has taken that TV, she is getting stomach pain. ಇದನ್ನ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಉರಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. The burning in the stomach happens when someone else is flourishing and you are not able to flourish. That is also cannot give prasanna to your indriyas. See, someone's success should make you happy and inspiring. Someone's success should not, put you into guilt, grump, all that. See, to jealousy, yes. Today, a lot of people are losing what they have with just one or two have-nots. A few years ago, there was a news in the newspaper saying that son asked Audi, but the father got him Benz. So he took that Audi and he took that into the water. That car went into the water. Then when I was reading the news, I would have said I would have got him Maruti 800 if this was the case. Audi or Benz, it is not even earned by you. Someone's money, they have put and got it to you. That means to say, from young, we are not making it an understanding to our kids that what they have is already a lot. We are giving them an understanding that you don't have anything, you have to still make a lot of things. So now you have one chocolate, there are two kids. You have to tell them, make it half and eat. But these days, the parents say, because you have only one chocolate, keep it in your pocket. Once all your friends go away, you eat that chocolate. Is it correct? Will that not be the same lesson to the siblings? That is why Indians, they fight for, properties, money, without taking care of their parents. Yes? So all this is a play of our sensory organs. We don't talk appropriately. So to every parent who comes to my clinic, I always tell them, you can tell your kids' mistake, but before which you have to appreciate them for two things. See, when they study well now, we think that they need not be appreciated. That's wrong. And when they don't study well, we think that it is our duty to go on telling them study, study, study. It is not like that. The rule is, you appreciate for two things, you correct one thing. Then the kid's mind will be, Akka is going to appreciate me now. When we were young, we came at the age of, when we were in 8th standard to Tapona. So there used to be a lot of work going on here. We used to do small work like, you know, get scissors from someone's house, bring water and give it to people who are working. Only so much. And immediately Joshi sir used to come and he used to say, very good job done. Then we and my two friends, Joshi uncle kids, we used to be all enthusiastic because tomorrow also if we do something, someone is going to appreciate us. See, is this not missing? Our maid comes, she works for so many hours in the house. We don't take it a point to say, okay, you have done your job well. We only will curse her if she takes one day leave. But we don't tell her that, okay, you have done your work very nicely. Mother cooks at home. We don't make it a point to say, you have cooked really tasty today. Father, you know, works very hard and gets us something. We kids or wife does not have an habit of appreciating his hard work for whatever little he gets home. When we go out, we have no appreciation to our teachers, to elders. Correct. But when you go to a Western country, or I see a lot of people come here for our programs from Western country, any small act you do to them, immediately they say, it was wonderful, thank you. We have learned so many things from them, no? Our dressing styles, our eating styles, everything. Then why we don't appreciate? It is told in scriptures that what you give, you get. So when you have an habit of appreciation, meaning the nature is also going to give you appreciation. So what happens? In every program, in everything, you are pointing out only the mistake. People opposite to you also will be very keen about where you are going to do a mistake, no? If I shout at you and tell these are all the mistakes you are doing, then you will be very observant about me when this person will do a mistake. But if you are appreciating, for example, I say, oh, your dress is very beautiful. Next time they will also have a point and tell to someone else that your dress is very beautiful. See, what do we gain by doing? Nothing but a gesture of happiness that you keep spreading. I have a huge board in my clinic. All the kids do drawing whatever they like and they just pin it there and they go. Okay, see that time of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and every time they come to clinic they see their drawing put there, it is happiness for them. Why should we do? The end of it, that is where we are coming, no? Our Atma should be prasanna, our Indriya should be prasanna. Then why not make our place where we are living a happy one? It is a special day. Let's take it to someone's birthday, wedding anniversary, everything. There are so many things happening nice to you, but one particular person has not wished you. Now, have-nots is only one because one person has not done. Haves are so many. What disappoints you? This one, no? Then what all other people are doing goes for a waste. Many people, they prepare for IAS, so many complicated exams. The day of exam, one thing goes wrong, they go blank out. Is it not waste of everything that you have done? I have seen 2-3 people, they have not even written one letter in the paper and they have studied for hours and days. Then is it not our focus on have-nots which is spoiling on what we actually have? Yes, no? So, all these components of dosha, Agni, Dhatu, then our expression, Atma, Indriya and Manas. All this being at joyful state is what is health according to Ayurveda. Any doubts till now? It's clear? Am I fast? No. So, the next definition is according to the system of naturopathy, which says that you are harmonious at all situations. Now, what is harmony? When are you very harmonious? When are you like that in a day? In 24 hours, which part of your day you are like that? All of you have to tell me now. Which part of your day you are very peaceful? Don't tell me sleeping. I don't want. Eating. Okay. What do you do before sleep? Nothing. Okay. Yes, sir. You should not. You should start doing something from today. Okay. Which is the most peaceful time of your day? Your answer. Okay. Next. So this is a definition as per the system of homeopathy. Now before we start with the definition of homeopathy, I'll just give you a brief introduction of what this system is and how this system is coming to the existence. Now this system comes from Germany and the founder of this system is Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. He by profession was a MD allopathic doctor. So what happens during his time is the treatments are very harsh to people. So for example, these days we see varicose veins, no? Then also there were problem of varicose veins. So whoever had this varicose vein, what they would do is they would ask them to put their leg in a bucket full of leeches. Now what leeches do? They suck our blood. So it was a belief that whoever has that varicose vein problem will have impure blood in their body. So when the leeches are put, they believe that the leeches are sucking out our impure blood and then the patient will be all right. Now for a person who used to have loose motions, the agents that would cause constipation was given to them. So loose motion would stop, but the patient would continue to have constipation. Or if there was any poisoning in the stomach, then they would give things that would lead to vomiting in the person. Now what he observed is, by giving this kind of treatment, we are putting the person into more suffering. Now these days we realize, no, when we take one kind of tablet, some other side effect of that tablet starts. Then again we start treating for that side effect, we take one more tablet. Now that tablet leads to something as simple as when we take iron supplements, it is noticed that people have constipation problem. Now iron supplement you are taking for some other problem, because you are taking that tablet, it is leading to constipation. Now to cure that constipation you will take some other medicine. No? So this he did not like. So what he did, he stopped his medical practice. Then he will have to earn some money, no? He is a person who is very versed with 18 different languages. He knew many different languages. So he started translating books from one language to the other language. At one point in time when he will be translating Cullen's Materia Medica book, he observes that there is a statement called cinchona bark cures malaria because of its bitter taste. Cinchona bark is a tree. So what it says is the bark of the tree, when taken and given to a person who is suffering from malaria, will cure malaria because it is bitter in taste, is what he studies in that book. Then by person, he is a person who will not accept facts without trying it out. So what he does, he gets the cinchona bark, he tries it on his own self, and to its surprise, he will come up with malarial fever. He he'll be normal when he tries. But when he takes that bark medicine, no, he starts getting malaria. Okay, then he thinks this malarial disease also has to go from the same bark. So again he takes the medicine, the malarial fever will go away. Then he understands that in nature, a thing, if it can cause something, it can also cure it. In Kannada there is one quote, no, it's not coming to my mind. It says whatever it can cause will cure. That is how we have got our principle of homeopathy as similia similibus curantur. Mullana mullinda tegibeku. I will give you a very lame example. Okay, if someone is angry with you, if that person is angry with you, I going and telling them sorry will work? No, no. You have to go and tell them sorry, and that is what it has to work. When a kid is crying, other than mother, whoever goes, the kid continues to cry. So it needs mother only, no? So a substance that can cause something, the same substance can cure it. Now I will give you some examples from homeopathy. You all know honeybee. When honeybee bites, what happens? There will be a sting inside. Immediately that part will get swollen. It will become red and hot to touch. All of you would have had a experience. Now in homeopathy, for this honeybee bite, we give a medicine that is prepared from honeybee. Is the example clear? So what is causing that particular problem? The same thing will have an ability to cure the problem. So there are, when you are cutting onions, what do you experience at home? Tears. Then if the onion is still more strong, what happens? From nose also it starts, burning in the eye starts. Yes, there is a medicine called Allium cepa, okay, in homeopathy, which is given for same symptoms, but when you have allergic problem. So when person gets running nose, no, they also get tears in the eyes. There will be lot of itching in the nose. They will be doing like this, kerchief will be there, they will be doing like this. So onion by its own nature creates the symptoms. For such symptoms, onion, there is a medicine prepared from onion and it is given like this. Now, what is the characteristics of snakes? Poison. What else? It cannot bear hot temperature. Correct, no? That's why in summer we get to see more snakes on the earth, because inside the earth it will be hot. Yes, and the tongue is double. Then when you see the skin of the snake, how is it? Shiny. Can you hold the snake like this? You cannot hold a snake like this, it doesn't like. So to those people whom we have to give a medicine prepared from snake, that person will not like anything tight over the body. For example, there is a medicine called Naja, which is prepared by snake. There is a medicine called Lachesis, that is also prepared by the snake's poison. Now what happens in a Lachesis person is, he cannot wear a belt, he cannot have a collared button put on. You will always see that they keep the collar like this. A Lachesis person will keep it open. He cannot tolerate hot, always AC, fan should be there, and he will not stop talking, and there will be no connection between one sentence what he has spoken previously to the next sentence. Is it not all a snake symptom? Like that, we have a medicine coming from a dog. Now how is dog? Dog is always alert. Dog is always protecting. Yes, no? And when there is an infection to the dog, you know, whenever anyone has a dog bite, the doctor will first say, please watch your dog. If something happens to your dog, something will happen to you. Yes, no? You all know about rabies. Now what happens? A person who is infected with rabies cannot even look at water. It is called hydrophobia, fear of water. It will be very high in patients with rabies. Now, there is a medicine called Laccan that comes again from dogs. There is a medicine called hydrophobium, which again comes from the secretion of a dog. So, this is how the system has come. We will discuss all the principles of system of homeopathy and others in the later classes, but for now, for you to understand, this is the brief introduction. And then there is one important principle in homeopathy which we call vital force. Now, how we spoke about the prana or the atma in the Ayurvedic text, here we have something called as vital force. What is this vital force? Simple to understand this, our prana shakti. Now, you have leg pain, you are taking tablets from your mouth. How will that go to leg? So, through our blood the medicine gets, but if one thing is happening somewhere in the body and other thing is getting affected, how are these interrelated? If your stomach is paining, why should you become sad? Where is the connection? Where is your prana? Can you say my prana is here, my prana is here, my prana is here? No, the prana is there in the entire body, right? And this is what is called as vital force in system of homeopathy. So, there is something called as Organon of Medicine. There is a book, okay? It is like the Bhagavad Gita of homeopathy. Now, what is there inside this book is, these books have small paragraph. About 265 to 266 paragraphs are given in this particular book. This gives us an understanding about how the medicines are prepared, how the medicines have to be used, what is miasm, then what are all the principles we have to follow when we are using homeopathy. In that, the 9th aphorism gives us the definition of health. So, what it says, health is a dynamic, harmonious condition where an immaterial spirit like vital force rules the material body with unbounded sway, keeping all parts in admirable, harmonious operation in sensation and function. Don't get into the technicalities and feel that it is very complicated. To understand this, first is harmony. We have been talking about harmony, whether it is a definition coming from WHO or Ayurveda or naturopathy. We have been seeing that there should be harmony. Yes, in what? In an immaterial spirit like. Immaterial, what is immaterial? Something you cannot see is immaterial. Electricity is immaterial, yes, because you see only the functioning, you cannot see where it is. We see a light through tube light, but where is electricity? You see through your eyes, where is your vision? So, all these things which is there but you cannot see is called immaterial. Your pain, how much ever you are close to that particular person, you can only listen to them that they say it is paining. You cannot feel their pain. Yes. So, pain is also immaterial to the other person. Yes. Immaterial spirit like vital force. See, this vital force or prana shakti is something you cannot see. When a person dies also, they say the prana goes through one of the outlets, either nasal outlet or eyes or mouth. They say no, prana bainda hoitu, mooginda hoitu. So, it goes, but you can't see. So, that is immaterial and spirit like vital force. So, this vital force you cannot see, you can see only the functioning. So, according to homeopathy, as long as this prana is kept at harmony, you are called healthy. Rules the material body, means this prana shakti is ruling this physical body with unbounded sway, meaning there is no obstruction to that prana shakti in any of the systems. Keeping all parts in admirable, all the parts are kept in an admirable, harmonious operation in sensation and function. Now, you have a perfect leg, okay, All of you have seen Upiri movie. In Telugu, there is a movie called Upiri. What does he do? He pours hot water on his leg to see whether it burns his leg or not. It doesn't burn because he has no sensation in his lower part of the body, no? In that Nagarjuna, right? He has no sensation in the lower part of the body. But to see the structure is intact, but there is no sensation. So here he talks about harmonious operation in sensation and function. Now if the senses are more, what happens? Small thing also will pain a lot if the senses is more. If there is no senses, there is no sensation at all. So sensation and function. So to put this in simple form, it is the prana shakti which should not be disturbed in the body, so that all the systems function properly. Any doubt with this? About vital force, again we will talk in a different class, but is the definition clear? Next. Now that we have understood the definition of health, we will have to understand the components of health. What keeps me healthy? You can all ask this question to oneself. Now there are certain components. See, someone might be very good at their mind, meaning no negative emotions, no emotional imbalance, no greed, nothing, very content, very happy person. But if their physical body is not functioning properly, still we cannot call them healthy. So first component is the physical body, which is given to us, which has to be taken care of. See, if there is a book called Mithila, I think in the first class I told about it. In that book, in the introduction, Master says that it is by great opportunity we get this physical body. See, what is the difference between us and the other kingdoms? There are different kingdoms, no? We see mineral kingdom, then we see plant kingdom, we see animal kingdom, and then we have the human kingdom, and then we have Devas kingdom. What is the difference? In a stone, let's say I take a stone. You hit stone with hammer that this. Does it make any noise? Does it feel any pain? No, because there the prana shakti is very latent. There is no communication from that kingdom coming to any other. But then you come to plant. Does plant not respond to us? The plant is sensitive than the mineral kingdom. Plant also we cut, we do all kinds of things. But when you look at a flower, when you look at a leaf, they are so tender. And they do communicate, which we cannot understand. Then after which, and more evolved thing is animal kingdom. They can move, they can respond. You see in Discovery channels that many people, they play with those dolphins, whales and all. They do respond to them. The most favorite pet dogs, they respond. They know that one person is not there at home. They know that one person is sick at home. They know that that particular person is not putting the feed. They know, they respond. They immediately they see the owner coming, they run and go and give a warm welcome to them. But they do not have the discrimination ability. They do not have the talking facility in that kingdom. Then coming to the human kingdom, and in animal kingdom what we see is the vertebral column is parallel to the earth. In humans, the vertebral column is vertical to the earth, meaning you have got evolved from this place to this place. We have been given a power of discrimination, we have given all the senses, we are able to talk and communicate. Then our higher kingdom is Deva kingdom. Now, when this is given to us, it is but an opportunity. You have taken a car. Initially, when you take car, you are very nice to it. You clean, then you check if there are any scratches. The first scratch that comes to your car, it pains here. Then you get used to it. Then multiple scars come, you get used to it. Is it not like the car? See, one day your legs are broken, for 6 weeks you have to sit with POP. You cannot do anything. Then we realize, okay, we were given that freedom that in this body everything is moving. You imagine someone's hand because of frozen shoulder, no? It does not go back. With age, all this problem starts. Then you realize, so easily I used to keep my hands like this. Now I am not able to put button also. Knees. We have that facility to run, jump, move till when doctor says your knees are bad, we have to do a knee replacement surgery. Will the original can be substituted with anything that is duplicate? No. So this human body, what is given to us, it is but our duty to take care. Keep it clean, keep it intact. Only when we overuse any particular body parts, it leads to a problem. Now, we call professional hazards. You have all read also in your books. Conductor will get varicose vein, driver will get piles because he always sits, teachers because they always stand. What is it? You are using only one part of your body more. Meaning to say all other parts are not used. Now, I say every hazards of all profession comes to IT people because they only sit and they only do like this to the laptop. They are not using legs, they are not using hands, they are not keeping their back straight. Then they come with all sets of problems. Doctor, why this problem came to me? Doctor, why that problem came to me? Is because in the entire day, head to toe, you have to use all body parts. Your leg should move, your hand should move, your back should bend, you should fold your legs. If you are doing all that, no pains and all will come. But we don't do it, that's why all are coming. Second thing is emotions. Harmony between emotions is very important. So, if I say emotions, is it that we should not cry? We can cry. Is it that we should not be angry? We can be angry. Is it that we should not laugh? We can laugh. But there is something called as golden middle point. You have gone to a function. If you loudly start crying there, what will it be? It's an inappropriate emotion there. Your friend has made a joke. All are laughing. If someone continues to laugh, what happens? It looks inappropriate, no? So, someone you have lost in your family, you cry for a day, you cry for weeks time, you cry for years, is it not inappropriate? You have met with an accident. For 1 week again taking out scooter, there will be fear, but natural. But if you stop taking the vehicle, again that is an inappropriate thing. Or if let's go to the other side, you are a very strong person. Someone has died, you don't get a drop of tear. Okay. But if it goes to an extent of suppression, that is again an inappropriate emotion. When everyone are laughing, you are sitting like this. It is an inappropriate emotion. Emotions can be there, but what is the intensity of emotion? What is the duration of emotion matters. Now, a small kid will cry till when? Till the mind gets diverted to something else. It keeps crying for the chocolate which it did not get. Now, what the mother intelligently will do? Switch on the Cartoon Network channel. Now, what happens? The mind of the baby forgets the chocolate and gets into the excitement of that cartoon. Similarly, elders can also do that. Many people know. There is one example that was given by Srinath Anna, who is the brother of Nataraj Anna. So, there is a PhD student. He would have got a job in abroad. Suddenly, he gets a notice that he is removed from the job. So, his mind will be not in a state to accept that. So, he will get into suicidal thoughts. You have done your UG, then you have done your PG, then you have done your PhD. Okay. So, what amount of wisdom would have got into your mind, and what should be the state of your mind? If you have lost one job, what should you think? Okay, with my capacity I will get one more job, but the moment you get to know that, notice that there is job is not there for you, either it is an offense to us, insult to us, disappointment to us. Yes, no? On the other side, for example, your housemaid, you say, from tomorrow you don't come. What she will say, you know? ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಿಮ್ಮನೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಮನೆ ಮೇಡಮ್. She is uneducated. So, where is the education of PhD? Where is the education of maid? But who has a stable mind? Maid has a stable mind. See, with all that you have learnt in your UG, PG, PhD, should give you confidence that if not this, something else. Going back to the same story of what Natarajanna said, he lost temple job, but he didn't lose his life. If not this job, some other job. But our focus is here. What do? I have so many EMIs to pay. I have kids to get educated. I have a house loan to pay. All this here, no? That's why any emotion, no? Just let it settle. That impulsiveness should not be there. It is always told whenever your mind gets disturbed and you want to talk, count from 10 to 1. 10 seconds, the intensity of what you want to talk comes down. Now, I see a lot of youngsters fighting through texts. First thing is, text is always misunderstood. What you write, what they read, what they understand, it's all a vague communication. But what happens the moment you get one message from that side, loads of messages go from this side. But what I say is, when you get some message which is not okay for you, wait. Then what happens? Our mind settles down. You know how the mind works? What is the principle of the mind? What is the principle of mind? On what basis the mind works? Why? You know that planets have influences on our physical body? Sun, moon, what are all the planets? Mercury, Jupiter. So you know all these planets work on us. So the major planet that works on us is moon for mind. What happens to moon? Because of the curse, he has waning and waxing. So full moon looks very beautiful to us, yes? Then what happens in new moon? There is no moon. There is no moon for us. It's not that the moon is becoming like that. No. Then sometimes it is growing, sometimes it is receding. Our mind, like a full moon, is when we are very happy. Like a no moon is when we are very disturbed. So suddenly it becomes happy, suddenly it becomes unhappy, suddenly it becomes angry, suddenly it becomes very calm. So this mind is reflected because of the principle of moon. Now, if you said Mercury, Mercury deals with the intelligence in our body. It deals with the way we communicate with the other person. Now, I want to get a work done by you. I would request. A person with a very good Mercury would not get into any fights. He would make sure that he will be friends with everyone and all the tasks are done. Now there is Saturn in the body. All these bones, no? Saturn rules those bones. So whenever if you go and show your chart or something and you have met with an accident or you have a bone problem, they would say, sir, nim shani nadita ide sir. So the Saturn takes charge of the bones and structure of the body. So this all comes in medical astrology. I am just trying to give you an introduction that okay, this also happens. Then Sun, someone's willpower is very good. They will say, this time I have failed, next time I will make sure I will pass. Then you say, this person has a very high willpower. From where willpower is coming? From Sun willpower is coming. So the mantra that was told in the starting of the class, Shamno Mitra Sham Varunaha, is you ask all of them to cooperate with us. See, every day we are safe, every day we are healthy is just but a grace. with whatever is happening in the world today. Today we are happy, today we are healthy, today we are able to get our food and stay safe. It is but a grace in whomever you believe. I would not say this God, that God, in whatever you believe. But in a split of second, accident happen, no? In a split of second, our businesses fall, no? In a split of second, we get a report which is so disturbing for our life. So in a split of second, all these things are happening. If it is not happening, is that not grace? We see outside. Then 2 months ago, there was a young boy coming back from office. He's standing in the signal. He's not driving, nothing. He's standing in the signal. From behind, the car has hit him. He has a very good helmet. He has just fallen to the side. Footpath. It has hit him and moved his entire brain to one side of the skull. From that day till today, it is 3 months. He is alive but not unconscious. See, anything can happen to us at any point in time. I am not saying you be in tension, you be in fear that something will happen later. No, I am telling you, be happy that nothing has happened to you today. That is house. That one thought will always keep us happy. See, the moment the kid is born, the parents will be like, ಇವನು ನಾಳೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ತಾನೋ, ಇವನಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೋ, ಇವಳಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೋ. Secondary, see, we already have a story written for us. It will happen. But the process, I'll give you one very lame example that you can relate. Many people from here commute to Whitefield. Easily takes about 1.5 hours to 2 hours one side. So 4 hours in a day, out of 24 hours, you are in the traffic. Now in this 4 hours, what you do is in your hands, no? You can keep cursing the traffic and scolding politicians, the condition of the road, and 2 hours successfully you can end up in scolding someone and being frustrated. Yes, someone can enjoy music for 2 full hours without disturbance. Someone can talk to their loved ones for 2 full hours. Someone can learn some mantras or some teachings for 2 full hours. It is what you do with your situation. It is not your situation. Yes, I agree, for 2 hours you should be there in the traffic, but how do you turn that 2 hours matters, no? For that, your regulation of emotion is very important. Before you start from the house only, you will be like, traffic iratte. That's no. The mind just needs one trigger. It is like matchbox. Or we will be all set. Friend will call. Oh, illi junction alli congestion agide kano. You have not even gone to that junction. Already that congestion has started with you. No, that is where the ability to manage emotions at different situations is one of the major components of health. Someone fails. Some student fails. They have all the doors open. Whether they sit crying with a failure marks in a room, whether they want to harm themselves, whether they want to cut off themselves from the outer world, or they have other options like they go talk to people who are efficient, do well in the next exam and progress. See, anything in life is a comma, not a full stop, unless God calls us. Yes, you have lost 1 year, you have lost only 1 year. The entire life is there. What will the parents start doing? No, fail agbitte. See, this is where the use of tongue also comes. No? Already one person is in pain. We are adding that pain every day. If someone is going through a very rough personal life, what we neighbors will do? Nin vayasavaru hengirbekiತ್ತು ಪಾಪ ನೀನು ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ಯಾ. What happens? You are adding negativity to that particular person's situation. Instead, you can say, what has happened to you? You can also lead a good life. If for that, we should be filled with positivity. No? If I want a dairy milk from you now, you should have a dairy milk to give me. You want to give positivity. First thing is we have to be a full embodiment of positivity. If you want to smile at people, you should be happy inside. What you do not have, you cannot give it to others. Be it money, be it things, be it emotions, be it energy. You cannot give. So, first thing in health awareness classes, we become aware of how we should be. Second part is what we do with the other person. Third thing is mental, that is the intellectual ability. Now, emotions are fine, physical body is also fine. Someone does not remember at all, what to do? You have just given them breakfast and they say, did I eat? Memory. Then you have read all through the year. When you sit for the examination paper, you don't remember anything. Waste, no? That is also intellectual ability. Your ability to discriminate. Now we have friends groups. Hey, it's okay, man, you can have today, just take 30 ml. Who has to decide whether to take that 30 ml or not to take that 30 ml? Discrimination power, which is an intellectual ability. Memory power is an intellectual ability. Ability to recreate what you have studied and understood, it is an intellectual ability. That also has to be intact. When we say, so when you go to psychiatric wards in the hospital, their physical health is good, their emotional health is good. But people who have the split personality, schizophrenia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, their intellectual ability is completely hit. So this is also one of the major components of health. These days we use a lot of earpods, earphones, then cell phone usage. Now what happens? It is very close to our brain. We are very fancy about all the advances that is happening, but we are not understanding the consequences of using them too much. Anything too much is bad. So all that will lead to memory issues. Suddenly you will feel dizzy, suddenly you go blank. Now you start wondering why, what is happening. This is all because of the gadgets that we are using. Then the social well-being, we already spoke about this. The right relationships, relationship between a boss and an employee, relationship between a husband and wife, relationship between parents and kids, relationship between siblings, relationship between neighbors. That is very important. There is a small book, if anyone is interested, written by Master E.K. It is called The Laws of Right Relationship. Very beautiful book. If anyone wants to refer, please go through it. The Law of Right Relationships. Then the spiritual health. See, most of the definitions, whether it is WHO, Ayurveda or Homeo, talks about spiritual. Now, what is this spiritual? Is spiritual something different? What is spiritual? What is your idea of being spiritual? Any guess? Whatever is your understanding. Is it about, universal law? What is being spiritual? Is being spiritual means, okay, leave everything, then put a kavi, orange robe and then be, what is spiritual? What is the definition given by Master KPK sir? He says spiritual is to be normal. In all situations, if you are normal, you are spiritual. It is not like someone comes and he says, I am very spiritual. I will not eat the food that is cooked in your house. The food has to be cooked like this only. I eat only this. Not spiritual. Someone comes and says, you leave your parents, you leave your family, you leave your duties. Come with me, let's chant only God's name. That is not spiritual. Is it giving away all your desires? No, that is also not spiritual. Being spiritual is having a right purpose in your life. Someone might not even chant Om, but they might be getting thousands of kids educated in some place. They are also spiritual. Someone who is doing, all bhajans, pujas and not helping anyone, but taking help of everyone, you cannot call them spiritual. Spiritual person is one who has a right purpose in their life. A student's purpose is to study. An employee purpose is to work and get their organization well. But this is all when you are a daughter, employee and all that. But as a human being, what is your purpose? See, I am a doctor. I am not a doctor. I am a daughter to someone. I am a doctor to my patient. Now I am a teacher to the student. Then when I go back home, I am only maid of my house. I am only queen of my house. But what am I? I am not all this. Someone calls me Dr. Priyanka. I always get a question, who is this Dr. Priyanka? It's our profession. But who are we? What is my purpose in life? Reality, yes. But service, what else? First thing is to be happy. See, without you being happy, doing anything is not possible. You can try this for 1 hour, okay? You try to be happy. Happiness also you cannot beat, it has to happen. Now, you will feel hungry after 1 hour of time. Where is hunger coming from? Hunger is a happening. Becoming angry is a happening. Being happy is a happening. Being sad. The first thing any spiritual person has to think is to be normal, to be joyful and to be contented. Contented, if someone has only list here and nothing here, he is a person who is very contented. And a person who wants to be a healer, no? There are two things that is very essential. One is contentment, second is gratefulness. See, unless until we are grateful, we will not be contented. Today I have one watch. Should be happy. If second watch comes, it's okay. Why to cry for the second one? So, the next one is environmental as a component of health. Now, this environment is a safe surrounding. A baby has to be felt secured. A kid has to be felt secured. A lady has to be made secured. A gents has to feel that, okay, he is in a secure condition. That is also one of the components of health. Any doubts? Happiness is a state of mind, sir. All are state of mind, whether happy or sad, it is a state of mind. But when your state of mind is happy, you tend to be very positive. You tend to be in a positive emotions. Happiness will come, sir. The only thing that we have to do for happiness to come is, we should be able to see one thing that is good around us. See, every personality is very different. My personality is different, hers is different, yours is different. What happens when we encounter a personality, no? We always tend to say, person is like this. Whether either it will come from that side or it will go from here. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇವಳು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಸ್ಲೋ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇವಳು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹಿಂಗೆ, ಅವಳು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. So what the masters of wisdom tell us, it is like this. When you approach the other person, you should not see their personality, but you should try to see whatever the divine that you believe in them. Then the personality will take aside. It comes with practice, but definitely comes. Now someone got you a sweet. You are cherishing that sweet. For that moment, you are happy with that sweet. What we do next 5 minutes for happiness, we will not plan. Always plan fails. You will be planning, I will get a very good son, he will study very nicely like me. Unfortunately, he will become a very good sport person, but he will not be good in academics. So happiness is within. We always have to try to get it out. Yes, sir. See, there are different stages of happiness. Happiness, joy and bliss. Happiness is something that comes temporarily. Someone gets you a very nice bike. You are very happy for some days. Then you get a promotion in your office. You are again very happy for months. You get a very good wife. You are happy for years. So this happiness is a temporary thing which goes on, coming, going, coming, going. then there is a state of joy. It is higher than happiness. It is a constant state. Someone who looks at you also will feel happy. Hey, this person is nice to talk to, this person is nice to look at. See, many times we see Lord Krishna's idol, no? Different kinds of idol we see. But any idol you see of Krishna makes you happy. It is that state of joy. Then there is a state of bliss. That is just one state. There is no ECG graph in that state. It is always like that. So that is a state we have to reach. For that, many times we have to be happy. More than being happy, you should not be disappointed. See, even if we don't have anything in this list, it's okay. Should not be affected by something from this list. I always give an example to my patients. So whenever you go to orphanages, no, those kids are happy for no reason. We have a facility to ask our mother, today you cook this particular breakfast. They cannot ask. The warden will shout at them. Whatever is cooked, they have to eat. Whenever you people go and celebrate your birthday or give some clothes to them, they are again very happy. For what? They know you will not go again next day, but still they are happy. They will be using the clothes that is already used by someone. Still they are happy. That pencil, whatever you gift them as a birthday gift or something, with that again they are very happy. But we have pencil, we have pen pencil, we have sketch pens, we have crayons. With all this being there, amma nang moodilla, idu ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ. So is happiness coming from things? Happiness is not coming from things. Happiness is a state of mind. Now today you get crores of money. How long will you be happy with crores of money? In that case, every billionaire in the country or in the world should be the happiest person. Not happening. Is motorcycles keeping you happy? No. Is your position in the office keeping you happy? No. Is your physical appearance keeping you happy? No, because it keeps changing. Every birthday you celebrate, your physical appearance changes. Is your parents keeping you happy? No, they also change according to their age. What is keeping you happy? Nothing from the outside, but everything from inside. It is okay. Two things you should say. Joshi uncle always tells this. Accept as it is. What come to you? Accept. Someone comes and scolds you for no reason. No need to analyze that. Avun yaak hang madittu, ivun yaak hing mada. No. Just say okay. And second one is just do it. Any work that comes to us, we just do it. And do not ask why me. Everyone in this world today has one or the other problem. Some have health problem, some have financial problem, some have personal problem, some have society related problem. Every person has a problem, but whether you make yourself big or the problem big will keep you happy. And there is also one more thing. If for example some person for no reason is troubling you, let's say, we cannot be happy. Definitely we cannot be happy. What to do? Then there is something called as Aditya Hrudayam. It is a chanting. You will find that in YouTube also. Every day if you are able to chant that, the nature will automatically remove that person away from you so that your happiness is secure. We will not pray that Manushyange enaru agogli, let something bad happen to them. No. But you will get away from all those things that is creating sadness to you. Now there are two people who are always fighting at home. You can do Aditya Hrudayam for them. Then they will stop fighting. Then there will be peace. See, if someone is having pains all over their body entire day and if I ask them to be happy, practically not possible. But how you will be is when you keep away your mind from that pain. Everyone are going through some mess. So it is but the challenge to be happy. There are few things given in Bhagavad Gita for that. One thing is whatever we are doing, we are not doing. It is happening through us. Whether we talk on stage, whether we are sweeping in the backstage, whether we are in a very good position outside in our profession, the God is acting through us, that's all. We are not doing. When someone comes and scolds, that scolding is also not for us, it is for him. Two things we should always remember. See, as doctors, no, when we cure someone, we become God for them. So the next day they will come and say, Doctor, ನೀವು ದೇವ್ರ ಥರ ಬಂದು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಪಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. They will tell. Neither there is a need for us to, go like this because they have called God. Because there will be one more patient who will not be better. They will come and say, ಏನು ಸರ್ ನೀವು ದೇವರ ಥರ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಮಗೇನು ಮಾಡಿ. Neither we are God nor we are ghosts. We are humans and He worked through us. That's all. This is one thing. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. Someone is praising, no attachment. Someone is scolding, no attachment. Something is happening through you, let it happen. That's all. Then happiness will definitely come to you. Any doubts? There is a second part, but I will take that in the next week. Okay? I have already taken 2 hours of time. Doubt on YouTube. Okay. We will conclude.
Another 5 minutes. You heard about this SSY, Siddhi Samaja Yoga. In India, its beauty is lot of ashrams, lot of yogis, lot of. Once Swamiji, a satsang, lot of satsang was going on. Swamiji came. Then he asked the question to them, when you will be happy? Because it's mix of heterogeneous group, all age. Students, she said, I am in 9th standard. I have a target of scoring 90% in 10th class. When I get it, I am happy. Then there is one more student who is in PU2. He said, I am trying for IIT. If I get IIT seat, I will be happy. There is one more who is in final year of IIT. He said, I am achieving for a particular company. When I get it, I am happy. Then there was one more girl, said, I am already working. I am achieving to get this type of kind of this is my dream, this type of person. As a boy, for my life, but I am happy. Then there is a parent elderly place sitting. He said, my daughter is there looking for a boy for her. If my daughter's marriage get over, I will be happy. Then one more person said, I am at this 15 years. If my company allows me to work till 60 and I get a decent exit from the company, I am happy. And there was one more person sitting there, said, I am at 70. I don't have health problems till now. Okay? I want to be happy as long as I am healthy. The now question is, where is the happiness? All ages of people are there. Everybody is not happy because of today. They are postponing their happiness because they have target. They have a target. Okay, somebody is want to achieve something, then they will be happy. But be happy because at least you are studying PU. Be happy that at least you are studying 9. There are children who are on the road. They don't have somebody pay fees and get them then to school. Somebody is there, they clear their exams but not able to get job. They are not happy. But you have be happy. So the thing is, we will be always postponing our happiness. If I get this conditional happiness, today my mother gets the pani puri to me, I will be happy. Today my mother prepares the gobi manchuri, I will be happy. Today my husband takes to the Gandhi Bazaar, not Gandhi, because they are proper Gandhi Bazaar. So her husband takes to some other place, she will be happy. If her brother get a beautiful gift for her Rakhi, she will be happy. So we being all human beings are always very expert in postponing our happiness. What is there today? Prastutadalli jeevisu means present. Lead a life in presence. Either will be thinking about future or will worrying about the past tense. Correct? If I would have studied well, In my 10th, I would have got good seat in PU. But now you are in PU, study well, good seat in some college. If I would have studied well in my degree, I would have got good job and good salary. But you are working, put extra effort, do work, get good salary, good increment, or go to some other company. We are very, very, very expert in always postponing our happiness. Whatever is available for the time being, small things. That's what in Master Bhagavata beautifully says. Bhagavata Marga, what is Bhagavata Marga means? You are thirsty. You are thirsty. When you drink a water, you feel happiness, correct? Abba. Oh, I'm so happy. Because the tongue was too little dried. The hot sun, somebody gives a cup of, a glass of water. The happiness is when after drinking the water, that is the happiness. See that, see the God in that. Somebody offered you water, drinking water. You are feeling thirsty. Somebody offered you food at home, somebody served hot food. Be happy while eating. So small things, when you start building our happiness, that happiness remains, then it will take you to the next level of the joy. Then the bliss comes. It is a continuous effort. They say, no, sadhana marga. What is sadhana marga? This is sadhana marga. What to do? It's an effort. We may forget. After going home, we keep mobile aside. Only next coming Sunday, we'll see a message. We have to come to class, and then we'll say, oh, they told like this. But it is a continuous effort. Anything, it's an effort. That's why they say, the life is a laboratory. How do you experiment yourself on you will take you to the life further. Okay. This will conclude the Shanti mantra. Okay. Om Sahana Bhavato Sahana Bhunakto Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Madvitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahi Mahishaha Gobhrahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you. Meet again next Sunday. These links you can anytime you can press. These are available. Listen again. You can make a notes of it, because you will be in the flow. We will keep on talking, so you can make a notes out of it. Few points definitely. Okay. Thank you.